everybody, I'm going to go through some of the SPaG that is in this week's Working From Home pack. So question or section number 1 is to convert these sentences from active to passive voice. So if you've got a sentence that is written in active voice, we have our subject noun, we have our verb, and we have our object noun at the end. But when you have a sentence that is written in passive voice, you always begin the sentence with your object noun. And also, you need to have the word by in it. So for example, this sentence, the pilot reluctantly freed his dragon, we would bring our object noun to the beginning of the sentence. So it would read, the dragon was reluctantly freed by the pilot. This adverb here can go at any part of in any part of your sentence. That's not massively important. The important thing is you need to have the object noun first, followed by, and you have to have the word by included, and you have your subject noun at the end. Okay, so the next section is prefixes and suffixes. So what you need to do is fill in the missing prefix or suffix. So I've just got one example for you here, and it is a prefix. A prefix goes on to the beginning of a root word, and it does change its definition so it becomes an antonym of the root word. Antonym means the opposite. So look at this word healthy. We're going to fit a prefix onto the beginning so that it becomes an antonym of the word healthy. So an antonym of the word healthy would be unhealthy. So I'm going to put the prefix un at the beginning of that word. Okay, lastly, we have got complete the sentences by adding a subordinate clause. Now remember, a subordinate clause gives more detail to your main clause. It can start with a subordinated conjunction, so you could use habit, but it doesn't have to. Also, a subordinate clause cannot stand alone as an independent clause. A relative clause is a type of subordinate clause, but try not to use relative pronouns in your subordinate clauses. So we've got a sentence here, the dragon soared into the mystical distance. So for example, to give more depth and more information to this sentence, I could just add disappearing into the ominous clouds, and that would be my subordinate clause. Just remember to separate your main clause and subordinate clause with a comma. And it's also important to remember that it doesn't have to go at the end of your sentence. It could go in the middle of your sentence, it could go at the beginning of your sentence, but it cannot stand alone. So good luck.